Good day, good day, good day, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Good day, Gladys. It's good to see you. Yes, happy Thursday. Right back at you. Good day, Lindsay. I hope all is well. Hey, Space Cowboy Wayne. It's good to see you all. Thank you all for joining me for today's SIP with Rev Melissa. And SIP is an acronym that means Spirit in Practice, because we are all about the practice. We are all about the practice, Nan. So we are in our life series. We're in our life series, and life, right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So the definition that we're working with is life is the body of the soul. And I'm adding to that, life is God in physical, animated form. Life is who we are. We are life. This thing called life is us, right? And life is expressing through us, as us, and for us, right? So when it really comes down to it, what is life? Life is ultimately what we think it is, right? Life is ultimately what we think it is. So it's important, it's really important what you think about life. And I ended with that question yesterday. What do you think about life? And so this morning, Margaretta, all these sayings came to mind, right? That life is hard and life is a struggle. And this one got on my nerves growing up as a child, when somebody, usually an adult, would say to me, based on me wanting something and them saying I can't have it for whatever reason, that life isn't fair, right? Life isn't fair. That would get under my skin so much. It just didn't seem right to me, right? Even as a child, like, that can't be right. That can't be right, that life isn't fair, right? So what I know now is that life is more than fair if our pattern of thinking reflects that, right? That life is more than fair based on our thinking, our speaking, our being, and our doing, right? Are we in alignment? What are we in alignment with? Are we in alignment with life is hard, life is a struggle, nothing ever goes right for me in my life, right? Or are we in alignment with life is always working for me, right? Everything always works out for my good in my life, right? So what is our pattern of thinking? So for those of you in the 30-day mental diet class, some of you have reached day 30 today. So congratulations, congratulations on that. It's wonderful to complete something as a result of being consistent, right? Of being dedicated, of being disciplined to doing that, whatever it is, right? Like some of us in the Congregation of Joy also participate in Sekou's 30-day streak challenge, right? So I'm participating. I'm doing meditation and I'm doing the envelope challenge. And my mind was like, oh, I'm going to add something for February, right? Because that's my tendency, right? That's a tendency that I'm aware of, right? And then I had to say, no, girl, slow your roll. Let's stay with the meditation and the envelope challenge for another 30 days. So that's what I decided to do. But I was greatly tempted to add on, right? So this is something we start to understand ourselves more, and we can make adjustments and course corrections in our lives, right? So I want to read something from the 30-day mental diet. And our last class is next week. It's like it's just so fast, it seems. So on day 30, Willis Kinnear writes, so this is the 30-day mental diet by Willis Kinnear. If you're not familiar, it is all that. Check it out. So he writes, life is so daily. That right there, I just think is beautiful. Life is so daily because we often don't think about life as a daily occurrence, right? We don't. We look at life as this big thing, right? Years and years and years and years. And when we do that, we're not present. So life is so daily. So daily, what we do daily is going to reflect in our life, the quality of our life, right? What we do daily. This is what he writes. Each and every day, you are the living embodiment of your convictions. If you don't like what you appear to be, it is time to provide yourself with a new set of convictions. So you don't have to stay with that, right? It's not like a life sentence. You're not convicted, right? If you think life is hard, that doesn't have to be your life sentence. Yes, you can free yourself. You can free yourself from that life sentence by creating a new set of convictions for yourself, for your life on a daily basis, right? He says every day you can, in some way, improve your convictions and see a tangible result. This is not a matter of idle thought, but rather is sustained adherence to an idea which permits of nothing to the contrary. So no matter what, you are you are committed to this new conviction of how your life is positively working for you always. He says it's not always easy, but it has been done. It is being done now, and you can accomplish it in your life if you sincerely desire to do so. I love that. So, is your conviction your life is hard? Is your conviction that life isn't fair? Have you given yourself that life sentence? Right? Have you given yourself? What life sentence have you given yourself? So this is what I think about it, right? I think we've all given ourselves a life sentence that is based on the quality that we chose for ourselves. Yeah, no, I'm always going to go back there, right? The quality that you chose for yourself for 2022, right? Life is so daily. Your quality is who you are on a daily basis, if that is your conviction about it, right? You get to choose. You create the sentence, right? Every day, by what we choose and by what we do not choose, constructively or destructively, right? Intelligently or unintelligently, right? We get to use the law that is life. The law that is life. So as I was going through day 30, I came upon the capsule supplement, right? So at the end of every day, there's a capsule supplement. And I've done the 30-day mental diet many, many, many times. And I only wrote in the book one time that I did it. All the other times I would write either in my journal or in my phone. I would have all of my days capsuled in my notes in my phone. And that's basically what I've been doing for the last couple of years. But for some reason, I wrote in the book in 2018. So I know that I've done the 30-day mental diet prior to 2018. So I'm not sure what was going on in 2018 for me to actually write it in this book. And I usually don't read it. Like doing it this time, I don't really read it. I just go into where I am now. But I decided to read it this morning, right? So if you don't know what I'm speaking of, there's a capsule supplement, and part of the work is to apply the ideas of that day to your life, right? And to apply the ideas to a particular problem or condition or situation that you want to use to correct it, right? So those are the two prompts. So this is what I wrote in 2018, February 13th, 2018, to be specific. Today, I will apply this idea to these aspects of my thoughts and actions. That is the prompt that Willis gives us. So the idea is you live your thoughts. That's day 30. This is what I wrote. What I really want in my life on a daily basis is joy, love, peace, fun, enthusiasm, stillness, and money. That's what I wrote in 2018. Then the second prompt, my particular problem, condition, or situation, which it can be used to correct is, and I wrote, whatever residual thinking that I have in the nooks and crannies of my mind, that I can have this and that I can only get it by having a regular 9-to-5 job. 2018. Yes, fireworks, fireworks. This all started to shift for me, and I would say between 2019 and 2020, when it became so painful to stay in that conviction that the only way that I could have joy, love, peace, fun, enthusiasm, stillness, and especially money was through a regular 9-to-5 job, right? And it started to shift in 2019 and in 2020 through really challenging, but not only challenging, but painful work experiences, right? And then, and please, no one take this the wrong way. And then for me, the gift of the pandemic got me so still that I was again convicted to do something different. Because if I kept doing the same thing, I was going to get the same result. That's another definition for insanity, right? Doing the same thing, think you're going to get a different result is crazy. So all of these dots started to come together, right? I was convicted that I could have a life that was living in joy, that is connected to my yes. Convicted about this, right? I had my ups and downs. I had my bubbles of doubt, right? But by doing our work, we can move through that. We don't have to get stuck in it, right? We don't have to get stuck in it. And then, as many of you know, this 2021, I was about to move right back into that flow of the 9-to-5, right? And what was part of the whole thing, right, was knowing that this really wasn't for me, but I was going to try it out anyway. And life said, are you sure? Are you sure that this is the life? What did Willis call it? Life is so daily. Is this your daily life? Feeling this way? Is this what you want your daily life to feel like, to experience? No. No. So you'll know the story. I resigned and came back into fuller alignment because I was testing it out, seeing, you know. And now what I know is that I I can have and I am experiencing right here and right now, living a life in joy, connected to my yes, and a thriving HR consulting business. That is what I am declaring for myself right here and right now. And if there was any doubt about it, I got an email yesterday. If I had any doubt about it, I got an email yesterday from someone who I haven't spoken to or seen in probably, let's say, at least 10 years, right? So someone that I knew through an organization I used to work at called Black Agency Executive, work that I loved. Black BAE years were like wonderful for me. Totally different type of work. And she was a member. It was an organization that supported Black executives who lead nonprofit organizations. Anyway, she sends me an email out of the blue yesterday saying basically that she had heard that I was at that organization and that when I first got there, that because she used to work there a couple of years ago before I was there. And so she was still in touch with people there. And I was like, "Ooh, where's this going?" Right? She was still in touch with people there. And when I came on board as the VP of people, people who were still there were telling her, "Oh, we got this new VP of people. Her name is Melissa Moore Nobles." And she was like, "Oh my God, I know her." And then she was, saying very complimentary things to them about me. And then she writes further that, so I know la 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 la, and I heard that you're no longer there. And I was like, wow, this is so interesting. So I write back and I was like, let's connect, thanks for reaching out. And so this morning she responds, and apparently she watched a couple of my sips because she didn't know this life at all about me. So she watched a couple of my sips and she responded back very complimentary and like not surprised at all that I'm doing this. Like she already saw it in me back then. So it was just like this confirmation from the universe, right? From this angel from my past life, just saying yes, yes, confirmation. And we get confirmation for our lives from so many different places and people and things and experiences. If we would just say yes and accept it as so and move forward, we will be saying that life is working for me. Life is working for me, right? Every single day. Every single day. So this thing called life is you. It's not away from you. It's not detached from you. It's not apart from you. It is you. It is you. So what do you think? What do you think about you? What do you think about your life? Is it hard or is it working for you? Is life in the flow? Is life your yes or is life your no? We get to choose every single day because life, as Willis said, life is so daily. Life is so daily. So let's plug in, stay plugged in to our quality. Let that be our lead for our life, right? Our thinking, our speaking, our doing, our being is our quality that we have chosen for 2022. Okay? All right. So we will conclude with life tomorrow. We're going to wrap up life tomorrow and see what unfolds for next week. So let's get into some joy news. All right. So, last night we had our Power of Visioning that was facilitated by Eugene Holden. We had such a good time. So, if you missed it, we do it every first Wednesday of the month. It's part of our Hour of Power Wednesdays at Rockland CSL. It's on Zoom, 7 p.m., and we do something every single Wednesday. So just jump on any Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Go to our website, click on Hour of Power, and you'll be in the Zoom room. So the first Wednesday is the Power of Visioning. The second Wednesday is the Power of Prayer, if you need prayer support. The third Wednesday is the Power of Support, if you are in a position of caring for someone, right? Because it's important when we're caring for someone that we care for ourselves first. So the Power of Support. And the fourth Wednesday is the Power of Community, where different people share their gifts and talents. So if you have a gift and talent, and I know that you do, that you want to share, just reach out to me and we will set you up for one of our Power of Community Wednesdays, the fourth Wednesday of the month. So just as an example, we have someone who shared their knowledge and talents around nutrition and conscious eating. And so she shared that with the community. Okay? So think outside of the box. All right, this Sunday, Living Life in Joy, we are celebrating Black History Month. So please join us for that, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, right where you're watching me now on New Thought Media Network. Also, right after 11:30 a.m., SIP at Rockland CSL. We are in a new theme, a new month, a new theme, and the theme is Remember, Life is Calling. And my topic for Sunday is Listen to Life. Oh, I can't wait for that. Listen to Life. So you could join us at rocklandcsl.org. Click on Sunday service on our website and you'll be in the Zoom room, or you can watch us on Facebook Live. All right. Save the date. It's coming up real quick, y'all. February 16th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, new time. Meditation with the full moon. We're doing full moons for 2022. So please join me. February 16th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We got all the time zones covered. I think 8:30 might be the sweet spot. Then on February 26th, we're doing our vision board gathering at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. Okay, so everyone already has their first step done, which is your quality, right? And so your vision board, this is just a suggestion, your vision board will be the visualization of your quality, but from a place of God's idea of your quality. So this ain't your regular vision board situation. That's all I'm saying. Okay, March 8th, please save the date. Apollo Theater representing healing, liberation, and joy, mental health, and the arts event. I am representing the joy part of that. So it is a free event. You have to RSVP at the Apollo Theater, and I'll be focusing on how we can spread joy during these times. And they said these trying times. I'm kind of leaving that out. But through these times, just through these times, whatever they may be, right? And it is sponsored by the Apollo Theater and CUNY School of Medicine. So you could go to the Apollo Theater's website and register there for your free ticket. Let me check in with Sekou, see how he's doing. Hey.
Hey. I wasn't ready. So let me see. I think what stood out to me the most of what you said today was the emphasis on daily.
Mm.
on daily. And what's the quote that Willis Kadir said about
Life
daily?
is so daily.
Life is so daily. Life is so daily, which is a little thuggish the way he put that. Life is so daily. He's got a little thug in him. And one of the biggest realizations for me in my relatively recent journey of growth and my journey to become my own hero has been that if you get a good word, as we say in slang, if you get a good word, you get a good word on Sunday for service, or you get a good word when you go to a seminar, the reason why it doesn't stick, the reason why it slides away is because you have to stay in it daily. Like, you can go to that seminar for 3 days and feel like you're killing it. And then the Monday after the seminar ends is a little loose. And the reason for that is you have to incorporate it daily. And one of the easiest ways to do that is by a strong morning practice. But that has been one of the biggest takeaways for me. That is the thought that led to me doing my run streak, which is I'm on day 248 of that. But yeah, thank you for that. But it's the idea of daily progress compounds upon all the previous progress. And it doesn't happen that way if you take time off. Like, if you really want to change your mindset, the way you move, you got to be in it daily. You got to find a way to do that work daily. So that's
absolutely.
Life is so daily.
Life is so daily. And that never struck me the way it did when I read it today, because I didn't have it highlighted like nothing. And then today it was just like, woo, okay, life is so daily.
Yeah, and I didn't even remember it from the book when you said that. I was like, where is that? I'm not on that day yet, but when I get there, I'm going to highlight that a couple of times. Life is so daily. And that applies to everything.
Everything. Every single thing. Life is so daily. Life is so daily. So every day, on a daily basis, love yourself. Love yourself, because life, what I know about life is that life loves you. I know that without a doubt in my mind. Without a doubt in my mind. So let's get in alignment with the life that loves us, right? With the life that loves us, not the life that isn't fair, not the life that we think is judging us, the life that loves us just as we are, right here and right now. So be your best life. Be your best life. All right, y'all. I will see you tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, right here on New Thought Media Network. And I just want to give a shout out to New Thought Media Network for celebrating Black History Month by providing daily inspiration of Black history and racial healing. And so you can find that every day. There's about a 3 to 5 minute video of inspiration and education about Black history. So you go to New Thought Media Network on Facebook or their YouTube page, and let's support their work by going to ntmedia.org and click donate and give what feels good for you. So just a shout out to New Thought Media Network. Shout out to Robert for doing this work, on a daily basis. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Nan. Nan said, thank you. Life is so daily. Great reminder to stay in the moment, isn't it? Yes, 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 yes. All right, beloveds, peace and blessings, peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.